Hi friends, thanks for joining me. It's Morag here and I have a really fun layout to share with you today. And I'm using the May kits in all its splendour, and there are lots of pretty elements, and the colour kit this month contains shimmers, hooray! And this is the May Pocket Life stamp, and of course there are some new dies to really delight you. I was inspired by that paper. It's called Memories Captured in the main kit. It's kind of a notice board style paper, and it really inspired me to create a notice board of my own, because it wouldn't be very designery if I just stuck a load of photos on the background paper. So what I've done is I've first cut out the elements from that paper, and I shall be using those to pin photos onto a notice board of my making. And you can see there that I've taken a piece of cardstock. In fact, this was from the April kit, and I chose this because it had kind of a wood grain effect on the back of those, on the cardstock kit papers from April. And I thought that would make a really fun frame for my layout. So I really like this journal card that is in the Pocket Life kit from May. It has kind of little tabs, which I thought would be really fun because the elements that were on the Memories Captured paper were quite short. So it's nice to have different size photo mats effectively. And I love the foam stickers that we have in the main kit this month. There's some fantastic titles and elements on there. So just to help me though, I'm taking the sticky off because I want weekend fun, but I need to arrange the photos so that it'll all fit in. To make my frame more frame-like, you can see I'm just putting some foam tape on the back, and this will just help lift it off the page and make it look more like a frame rather than just a big mat. It's a bit challenging, more challenging than it looks, to be honest. So my frame is 2 centimetres, which is just under an inch. And what I did is I trimmed down the yellow background paper, which was from the main kit, just to give me a little bit of leeway in case I went, a little bit off to the left or to the right, which I actually did do. So, so I'm going to have to trim that bit off here. So I should have trimmed a little bit more off, I think. But never mind. I'm just going to trim that background down a little tiny bit before sticking it down. Also, it ends up having a little bump here in the corner. So take your time with that step if you are going to do a scrap lift. So I'm just going to be looking for some bits and pieces now to enhance the photo clusters. So I think with this, I think it works really well if you have lots of different photos, of course, and elements, but to keep them into groups. I did try and just scatter them across the page, but for me personally it was a little bit too busy. I can do a little bit busy but not too much. So I kind of did mine in little groups, and those are the die cuts from the embellishment kit this month. So I'm going to mix in a little bit of everything, but whatever you have to hand. I mean, this would work fantastic on a kind of a travel layout, for example, and you could put your ephemera, your tickets on there. You could layer up your, just bits and pieces from different kits. In fact, I think I might do another one of these, having done my first now. Because I've got lots of photos from events and so on, and you don't always want to make lots of different layouts, do you? And this is kind of a really fun, playful way of scrapping more together. So for me, when I was kind of trialling and erroring off camera, I kind of had them all straight, so they're all nice and perfect on the photo mats. But I actually like the jaunty angle for most of these. So what I end up doing is just not being too careful about the angles. Normally I would say, right, I want this one this way, this one this way. Whereas this time I kind of just was really quick about sticking down, because in that way it felt a bit more free. She says that, and then that one's actually aligned with one another. But I do think when you put everything down, I think it does kind of work better if it's all kind of free-flowing, or has that effect at least. So I'm just cutting out some more of the little elements from the pocket life pages. And this one's got little rounded corners, and again it's just layering pieces. So I found it difficult to be precise with this, so I kind of put things down, took things out, just because every time you move it just has a different effect. And what I did like is by the time I did put things down and they moved, I actually liked it better. So the pieces of the Memories Captured paper had little bulldog clips and so on. So what you saw there then, and I'll do this on the next one, is I've just used my craft knife then to just open up the bottoms of those elements, so these little pegs here, so that I can tuck my photo in. And I think that just adds to the realism then of the little photo mats. Although I didn't, did I? I might have forgotten to do that one. I know, here we go. And it is worth the extra little bit of effort, to be honest with you, because when you see it tucked underneath, it kind of adds that dimension, I think. So while I am messing about, going backwards and forwards, as you'll see in a moment, let me tell you about the hip kit. So if you're new around here and not already a subscriber, you do save if you subscribe to a kit. So you can buy them individually, but you'll actually save by subscribing. And subscribers also get 15% on any add-on kits which can ship free with the main kit. So how marvellous is that? So you'd actually save quite a fair bit of money if you subscribe and then take on one of the add-on kits, for example. And remember that all the hip kits are now exclusive, so you can't buy them anywhere else, which I think is amazing. Because I don't know about you, but some of the collections are looking a little bit samey out there from some of the manufacturers, so it's really fantastic to have such a variety in one kit, I think. This month there are foam stickers, of course, which I mentioned because they are my favourites, but there's ribbons in the embellishment kit, for example. We've got beautiful alphas in the main kit, as well as chipboard pieces and die cuts, so always so much variety every month. And I think what you'll enjoy with the hip kit is that, that anticipation of your getting the notification that your kit is shipped, and then waiting for it to arrive and stalking the post. It's just so much fun. So I've taken some of the die cuts there. I think that was the embellishment kit, and I'm just going to kind of decorate my little clusters now with some bits and pieces from the kits before sticking down. And this is a good way, really, if you're not sure about placement, then you can create clusters and then move your clusters about before committing to their position on your page. So I have taken to do that myself more recently. So I'm going to add a little paper clip from my stash. It's just a normal office paper clip. But what I'm going to do is add a little kind of notch to the end using a pair of pliers. So I'll just take the end here. I've got some fine nose pliers and I'm just going to twist that over. And it's a small detail, but actually it looks really cute on your page. You'll be able to see that on the close-up at the end of the video. So I'm just going to attach that here, just to clip those two pieces together. And if I'd have thought about it, I could have tucked in some journal piece under that too. Hindsight's a great thing though, isn't it? So I'm now going to get to the sticking part. I'm going to arrange kind of more or less in the way that you can see there. I'm kind of leaving the centre open, just so there is a little bit of kind of effectively white space on the page, just so it's not too overwhelming. I like busy, but I really can't do too busy. And I liked that when I attached the bottom cluster over the middle one, that they overlap slightly, and I actually preferred that to my original placement. So just get everything stuck down. And because I took the stick off the foam stickers so I could move it around, I'm just going to glue that back into place. And I think by overlapping those stickers over the photo mats, I think it brings things together. It doesn't float around. I'm kind of a bit of a diva when it comes to things just floating on my page. So I'd cut out some little tags from the Pocket Live kit, which I really love. The thing I love about a tag most is the ability to add a little bit of twine or ribbon. One of my favourite things. And those wooden buttons and 3D embellishments are in the embellishment kit this month. They're so pretty. I kind of, after I'd finished, had to stop recording, and after I'd finished, I did add some more of those to my page. And you'll see again on the close-ups at the end of the video. The cardstock stickers are from the main kit this month, and really my videoing doesn't do any justice because there are tiny little highlights of kind of glitter on those. So here you can see then the end result. I'd forgotten about the acrylics that were in the main kit this month, so I've added those all around the page, and I just love how the whole thing has turned out. It's so much fun. This is a great way to scrap a lot of photos onto one page, so I hope you'll try this technique yourselves, and I would love to see what you do, so don't forget to share in the Hip Kit Club group on Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video from Hip Kit and the amazing team. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.